They lost to a 42-year-old Zamboni driver who works for them. You like it? It's David Ayres, but retro. The team he does the Zamboni for and all. Hi, everybody. Welcome to a brand new episode of Steve's Dang It's, where we talk about things from around the NHL that send you to therapy. This is called Tease, kids. We're gonna push the inevitable till the end of this video. Until then, let's take a look at some of the other plays from around the NHL that made me or you or anybody say, dang it. Our first dang it comes courtesy of Leon Draisaitl, but ooh, if you're the Minnesota Wild, dang it.
One of the original San Jose Sharks. Easiest guy to coach in the world. So smart.
Wow. They don't ask you how, they ask you how many. And Leon Draisaitl's got 35. You got to be lucky to be good and good to be lucky. The Oilers have a 3-2 lead.
This is off of Jordan Greenway, I do believe. Off the face-off. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins takes the face-off, drags it to the point. Shot bouncing everywhere. Leon Draisaitl pounces on it, looks to center it. Off the skate of Jordan Greenway, who is pointing the other way, going the other way up the ice, hits him on the heel of the skate. And goes past Al Stalock. That is a miracle goal.
He's 30th.
I love when professional athletes do what I would have done. Just throw it, just trying. Leon Draisaitl, the puck just seems to find him and then find the back of the net shortly after. He's just throwing it in front. This was almost a pretty nice backhand pass to Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. What happens? Bink! Oh! Right off of Jordan Greenway's skate and behind Alex Stalock. Wow, he is just yard sailing. He looks like he exploded. And I would too if I was playing a 2-2 game in front of the high-octane Edmonton Oilers and the go-ahead goal was this. That's a dang it. Our next two dang it's are the rules and the ignorance of them. Here's Matt Niskanen with a slash.
Goes off Provorov. Quick shot there! And Elliott with a save.
Big slash.
Been injured. Here's the play. And what a passing play by the Blue Jackets. Nick Foligno's going to get this in the middle. And he makes it behind the back pass. There it is. And Nyquist comes in. And Niskanen goes with the across the glove two-hander and breaks the stick. And there is no call. And the fans here, wow, that's a vicious slash. Terrible slash.
Oh, you can't be doing that. That's the easiest one. The easiest ones are like the trip where you see the stick like in the guy's skate. I love it because I've seen it a bunch of times this season and I've never once not seen the player go, oh, it's there, caught red-handed. This stick right here, officer. How are you even gonna argue it? Shut your face. What am I supposed to do? Try not to sew with the other guy's skate. The other telltale sign is when a stick snaps in half because of a slash, whether it's yours or the other guy's. Hopefully you slash the other guy's and it's just his stick broken. If you break your stick, odds are bones are getting broken. Matt Niskanen, yeah! Ninja Warrior on Gustav Nyquist, easiest call ever, unless you're staring directly at it. That didn't get called. They're doing a good job. All right. Nope, this is good. This is fine. This is fine. I'm gonna get extra clout by saying something cute into the mic. No, you can't say anything into the mic when you're not calling a penalty, can you? That should have been 5 minutes for slashing. Didn't even get 2 minutes for slashing. Didn't even get 2 minutes for you can't do that. And keep in mind, penalties can be reviewed under certain circumstances, but this one couldn't be reviewed or wasn't reviewed, and offsides can be reviewed now, but if you get the review wrong, it's a penalty. What are you doing? This has annoyed me forever with the NHL rules. Just pick a thing. Like, at least have an identity, right? Like, we all know what to expect. This season, more than any other in the past, it seems like what to expect is exactly the opposite of what you'd expect. That's dang it, and this is apparently not a slash. Up next, this is more a dang it for Oliver Ekman-Larsson in that it's unpleasant to get your head slammed into the boards.
Chasing after a heavy hit is Ben. Caught Ekman-Larsson and he is slow to get up. there have been some barbarous hits in the two games between these two teams, and it all the game, and Jamie Benn out of the game for the moment anyway, as they have given the Stars captain the game misconduct, which is under review, which is the new unpacking of these things. This comes minutes after the hit by Hintz on Schmaltz earlier, and there's recent history.
After review, major penalties confirmed. The game is counted for boarding.
Jamie Benn, 5 in a game. You can't do that. See, there's a thing you can't do, and they kicked him out for it. The real dang it might be the Coyotes only scoring 1 power play goal there, ending that same period with the same amount of power play goals as Dallas, and losing the game. But the other dang it to me is that's not a suspension? Dude, I know he's the captain. I know he's Jamie Benn. I know he's a fan of violent gentleman apparel. Oh, is that? We're not talking about that? We don't talk about that. But maybe we should talk about it because Nazem Kadri lays that hit. No suspension? Zach Kassian lays that hit. No suspension? Tom Wilson lays that hit. No suspension? I'll pick a guy without a career suspension. George Peros. He lays that hit. He's not getting suspended. I just find it so weird that people were going, what is Jamie Benn supposed to do? Not that. Like, it's one thing if the guy turns at the last minute, or there are times where a player genuinely puts themselves in a vulnerable spot, and people don't like hearing that, but it is true. It does happen. It is unfortunate, but you can't be turning at the last minute and putting yourself in danger. It is a fast sport, and you can't stop on a dime. I get it. This is Oliver Ekman-Larsson, one of the premier defensemen in this league, doing his job, going for the puck. He's going for it. Look at Jamie Benn's eyes. What's he looking at right now? Does someone have a violent gentleman shirt in the front row? I don't know. Nothing against Jamie Benn, but that's gotta be a dang it, right? I admire the guy. He's a captain. When he's not scoring, he's banging and crashing around. And Justin Bourne actually did a video like a couple weeks ago about an instance where Benn could have laid a huge predatory hit and chose not to. He let up because it would have been illegal. Players make mistakes. This isn't anything against Jamie Benn. He was punished for it, kinda, but the league just does not care about the Stars. There it is. Sorry, like the stars of the league. The Stars benefited from the Dallas Stars. Listen, I make a lot of videos and I'm losing my mind. Come on, Brad Marchand lays that hit. How do you feel? Matthew Tkachuk. What does Oiler fan Steve think about that? Lifetime ban. Lifetime ban! To me, that's a dang it. What do you think? Leave a comment in the comment box down below. Now, let's talk about the incident. First and foremost, here is what led to it. There were a couple plays in this game. Carolina went in with both of their goalies, James Reimer and Peter Mrazek. Here's James Reimer leaving the game.
They are. Oops. Sandin did a toe pick, and here comes Matthews. Turns around, fed the puck in front. The goaltender's down, wiped out by his own man. Friendly fire in the net.
It's not friendly. It's number 11. Zach Hyman went hard, and Reimer's down, and he's getting some attention. Slavin going to the bench. This is an aggressive play as Matthews was dipsy-doodling on the outside, pulled it to the side around the net, and watch the middle of the ice here. Great move here by Matthews, putting it to an area, getting around, and right in front, there's the cross-check by Hyman.
Okay, so that was a weird little play. Zach Hyman kind of giving the Carolina defenseman a little shove into Reimer. I don't think it was particularly hard, but I think he got the desired effect. Reimer tried to stay in the game for a few minutes, just wasn't feeling it, had to come out, and now he's going to be out for a while too. In the second period, Peter Mrazek comes out, way out, to play the puck, and ooh!
Great stick, knocked the puck down. Jason Spetz's long reach, and oh, what a collision here! Mrazek got run over by Kyle Clifford. And the worst case scenario for the Carolina Hurricanes, the trainers on the ice again to look at a goaltender, and already one goaltender's out of the game.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you can really blame Clifford on this one. This is a race for a puck, and he's focused on getting there. You're not expecting the goaltender to be out at the top of the circles. Mrazek just came out flying, trying to get to that first. You have to watch it again in live motion there. It's just one of those quick plays. He's going, trying to get after the puck. He's focused on, and all of a sudden, there he is. Mrazek going after it, wasn't just trying to stop and make the play. He tried to follow through. Look at the goaltender. Oh, he's trying to make a shot with that puck. And yeah, I don't even think that Clifford's really even looking at the goaltender, but that is one heck of a hard collision. The mask came off, and you've got to hope that Mrazek, who's come in relief and played really well, settle things down. Looking at anything other than the puck. Does he take a quick peek? No, he's focused on the puck the whole way through. And you can see at different times guys will take a peek and know that they're going to have a collision. I think this is one that he's focused. He's got one hand on his stick.
Get the number of that truck. Kyle Clifford, this was another rule thing that I just... Listen, is it an infraction or not? Is it or not? Look at the impact of this hit. If you're gonna call it charging, it's 5. That was the initial call. They reviewed it and made it 2. Beg your pardon? Again, pick a thing. 2 minutes for charging was them not picking a thing. I didn't think it was a penalty, personally. I thought Peter Mrazek came out to play the puck. Kyle Clifford's not even looking at him. He's going for the puck. He's reaching for it. Who throws a hit like this? But I would have had more respect for them if they just picked the thing. Is it an infraction or not? It's a penalty? No? Okay, then don't call it a penalty. Is it a penalty? It's 5. He murdered the goalie. Murdered him, cold blood, cold case files. Look at him. Anyway, so Mrazek comes out of the game. I wonder if Reimer is gonna go back. Oh, he can't? Huh? So what the hell are they gonna, what are they gonna, does Scott Foster have a private plane? No. Turns out the Carolina Hurricanes now have to turn to the emergency goaltender, the E-Bug, emergency backup goaltender, who works for the Leafs.
How about this moment? Oh my goodness. What can be going through your mind right now? And you know what's going through Rod Brindamore's mind. He can't believe he's seeing what he's watching. Number 90 come out, get fist bumped from all his players.
David Ayres, the emergency goaltender. He's from Whitby, played some junior B. Sat on the bench for the Marlies in December of 2015, but didn't have to play. And here he is in a National Hockey League game in the middle of a playoff race for a team that desperately needs the points.
So what a moment. What's going through your mind as Rod Brindamore? You know, Jim, as a coach, you're thinking, okay, matchups. You've talked about it all game as they sort of chit-chat there. Do I want my defensive pairings? Now you just got to adjust on the fly.
This dude is the Zamboni driver for the Toronto Marlies. Like, once he gets back from the Stephen Colbert show, he's gonna come back and get his paycheck and go to the bank, and it's gonna say Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment on it. Playing against the Leafs. He's wearing blue pants! No Hurricanes goalie has ever worn blue pants. Not since they were the Whalers. It used to be a thing. It did. It used to be a thing. Oh my God. Oh my God. And GMs around the league are losing their mind. They're losing their mind. The Leafs have an employee in net for the other team on home ice on national television. Is no one else seeing this? You can tell I've had thoughts. And then what happened? The Hurricanes won. Oh, the Leafs tried. I mean, John Tavares got a goal against him. Pierre Engvall got a goal against him. And good thing the Leafs then put on 7 shots in the third period against an emergency backup goalie, who they scored their first 2 shots again. I was watching this game like the next person across the offensive blue line and pass it should get traded. Alex Kerfoot, darn, I thought you've been having a good season, having a good game, but you passed it, so you gotta go. Deadline pass and no such luck. They all got to stay. Except for Michael Hutchison, he got traded. Stop giving other teams your goalies! Now producer Drew's got all these goalies. You're just about to get a Hutchison jersey, aren't you? Yeah, you are. When's your birthday? When is your birthday? I should ask more questions. It's always all about me. I'm sorry. And then the Leafs lost. They lost. Now listen, I'm not so hardened that I can't look at this and think about how amazing of a story it is. I know I've screamed multiple times that the Leafs lost to a 42-year-old Zamboni driver who works for them. And people think I'm saying that to be insulting to David Ayres. What? Where'd you get that? Here, I want you to do me a favor, all right? So bust out your phone. I'm sure you got a phone. I want you to unlock it. I want you to go through your apps, all right? You find Google Maps. And when I tell you that the Leafs lost to a 42-year-old Zamboni driver who works for them, I want you to find me the lie. They did. It's what happened. I'm not insulting the guy. I'm sure even he was surprised that A, he was in that position, and B, won. If Patrick Mahomes goes up against the dude who paints the lines on the field, who you picking? It's nothing against him. His story's amazing. It's inspiring. But for the Leafs afterwards to say they were in a no-win situation. Yeah, you were. Yes, you were. If you score more goals than them, you win. Well, yeah, but then it becomes this thing that they beat like one of their own employees, and that's how they got 2 points in the standings. And imagine if that decides the playoffs. Dude, if you needed any proof that this league is not rigged in the Leafs' favor, they can't beat their own employees. But to say, oh, they're in a no-win situation, they would have been oh, so you threw the game. I'm sorry, what am I? You throw the game? Is that what you did? It's binary. 2 options. You suck or you threw the game. Which is it? Could be a combination of the 2, but that's it. 2 things. The Leafs didn't lose to a Zamboni driver. They lost to the Hurricane. I have grasped that. The thing is, the Zamboni driver for the Knights was on the Hurricanes brainwave. Oh, they lost because the Hurricanes played for... I know! That's why it sucks! The Leafs played so bad, and the Hurricanes played so good, I guess, that they could have had almost literally anybody in net. I said almost literally anybody because, let's face it, David Ayres is probably a better goaltender than anyone watching this video. I don't know. I'll have to ask my cousin because I woke up the morning after that game to the news that he plays for my cousin on Friday nights. Now, I'm obviously the upset Leaf fan. Drew, on the other hand, is throwing in all these other barbs. Like, for example, did you know that David Ayres currently has more NHL wins this season than Corey Schneider? Is that really? He also needs 4 more saves to tie Garrett Sparks on the season. I saw that. He has a higher save percentage than Calvin Pickard. Marley's tandem that won the Calder Cup has not prospered, eh? Oh, he has the same amount of career NHL wins as Justin Pogge, I believe in 1/8 of the games. Drew just said, Roberto Luongo tweeted out that he never won in Toronto? That dude played for 45 years against the worst team. He never beat the Leafs in Toronto. You're lying, let me see. Oh my God. I think he's only 1 win behind Leaf legend and Avalanche legend Antoine Bibeau. Oof. Ooh, oof. The only good thing we got out of this, like I said, whenever there's a review, it's in Toronto. Put that to bed forever. Dig a hole, bury it in the ground, and say a eulogy. The league is not rigged in the Leafs' favor because they lost to a 42-year-old Zamboni driver who works for them, which I may or may not have mentioned. So that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video, click subscribe. If you really liked it, tell all your friends. I don't even know.